And I want you to see it. My bear. And we have, you see here. Welcome to my channel, by the way, or welcome back to my channel. I'm Mel, aka Baby Girl. Spooky videos that I have found on the internet. 20 of them today, so it's going to be a long one. So let's get to it, right? Anyways, I wanted to show you this first and foremost. Oh, God, why is this bothering me so much? Okay. All right. Now, we have rules of my channel. Okay? Don't be an asshole is number one always. Okay? We don't like assholes on this channel. If you're going to be an asshole, get the fuck out of here. Be careful with entities. Make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you listen to what I tell you and be protected at all times. Be yourself. Always be your authentic self. That's what I am always going to be on my channel, and that's what I want my audience to be with me. Authentic, transparent, and just be you, okay? It is not selfish to take care of yourself either, so love yourself, okay? And one thing I want to state on my channel, that is a rule. I do not support a lot of problematic creators, but one that I don't support big time, I'm sorry, is James Charles. I do not support James Charles in any way, shape, or form. I'm sorry. I wanted to also let you know that stuff like that I'm going to be speaking about on my second channel that I will be creating here today. I haven't thought of a name of it yet, though, so I would need your guys' help in the comments if you could tell me what you think I should name my second channel, because it's going to be like a vlog, but also I'm probably going to talk about drama type stuff because, you know what, that's what I do is I watch a lot of YouTube. So like I'm probably going to talk about problematic shit. So with that being said, I just want you guys to know that that's going to be like a vlog thing, you know, doing stuff with my dog or talking with my fiance or whatever the case may be. So just help me figure out a name for it. Whoever picks the name that I end up using, I'll shout you out in the next video. I don't know what to offer you really. You know what I mean? I don't have much. I'll offer you my love. How about that? I already did this video once today. And then I sat down and I put it on my editing app to start editing the video. And I looked at myself and I didn't put my damn bra on. So my boobs are sagging. Not to be TMI, yeah. But then my no makeup on. I still don't have any makeup on because I've been sick. I'm sorry. You're going to have to deal with the no makeup thing today. I got it all right here. Look, I'm going to show you. All of that is my makeup right there, okay? It's all ready to do. Get ready with me and things like that on my channel, but not today. Okay, not today. So they're asleep on the couch, right? And then suddenly her leg lifts up and twists like a damn pretzel right in front of her husband. And he doesn't know what to do. So he's just trying to help her move her leg. And then they finally get her comfortable again. And she's still like sobbing in pain. Can you imagine that? Like just all of a sudden your leg just lifts up and starts twisting, you know? But anyways, she had gone to a prison or worked there or something like that. And her husband believes that something came home with her from there. Because things didn't start happening until she did whatever that was. She either worked there or she was there in some way, somehow, something. Okay?
Help, 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 help! Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! Get him off of me! Get him off of me! Get him off of me! Ah! There's somebody grabbed my leg! Really? Help me! Help me! Something grabbed my leg! Really? Ah!
I hear you. I'm right here.
God!
I'm right here, honey. I'm right here.
Oh my God!
Candace.
Did you see him? Mr. Red on YouTube, ran by a man named Ruben, who normally does gaming channel videos, ended up having a paranormal encounter when he went on adventure with his friends. They decided to go into a World War II bunker that they had come across, and I would too if I were them. I mean, if you had your phone and your camera, I mean, that would be so cool to get some pictures in a World War II bunker, right? I'd also be a little bit scared to go down there, mind you, for this very reason that I'm going to tell you about. So they go down there and they split. So there's 2 and 2, right? At opposite sides of the bunker. So these two guys, when they're walking through, they hear some noises, but they think that it's just their friends and they don't think anything of it. So they turn around and they walk away. But what they didn't see, and they only saw when they went home to look through the footage, was an apparition coming through as the sounds were being made. And oh my God, it is so eerie to me when you realize that you find stuff in the video after the fact. So you've already done the activity, you've already done the adventure, and you realize that something was watching you and you can see it on oh, that was just no. Nope. Mm-mm.
Ja, is goed. We gaan terug.
TikToker Jermaine Extremo, which I believe that's how you say it. If I'm wrong, I apologize. Was research investigating ghosts at the cemetery. He turns and finds a Ouija board on one of the graves. Now, I'm sorry, but if I found a Ouija board on a grave, the last thing I'm going to do is pick it up and bring it home. But that's exactly what he did. Oh my goodness, I swear, people, I find these videos so often on these channels when I'm trying to find videos for my own channel. And it's like, educate yourselves, please, before you do stuff like this. I know it's interesting and I know it's a lot of fun, but it's like saying that you're a dentist and not having the license. I know it's not exactly the same, but it's the same type. You can't just blindly walk into something like that and then get mad or upset when you end up with the consequences of what you just did. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I just believe that in itself was so dumb of him to do. And so, of course, he's got activity happening at home, sees the Ouija board fly across the room, slamming doors. What did you expect, Jermaine? Really?
Exploring a remote cemetery made a startling discovery. An ancient Ouija board resting atop a weathered gravestone. Against better judgment, he decided to bring it home. The board, eerily adorned with a pentagram and what appeared to be 5 drops of blood, piqued his curiosity. Despite his skepticism towards the supernatural, Jermaine resolved to experiment with the board. Within days, unsettling phenomena began to unfold in his home. One night, awakened by chilling noises, and captured this.
Escuchen. Esos son los sonidos que le hablé. Justo de madrugada, escuchen. Nadie me va a decir que esos son gatos. Escuchen. Son pasos. ¿Quién anda ahí? No hay luz. Ok. Está la puerta abierta. ¡Ey! ¿Quién está ahí? Ok. Voy a buscar la picana. ¿Qué? ¿Quién anda ahí? ¿Qué mierda? ¿Qué mierda? ¿Quién anda ahí?
He hears a knocking from above, and suddenly the door swings open of its own accord. As he investigates the house, a sudden noise startles him, revealing a chaotic scene. Items
Shadow people. Her children would always tell her that they saw shadow people. Us as parents, we don't always like to take what our children tell us as fact, right? We like to be like, oh, honey, it was nothing. I'm sure what you heard was just the pipes or the house is settling, you guys. You didn't see a face in your closet, things like that. So it's like, as parents, maybe sometimes we need to listen a little bit, because in this story, it's exactly what this mother should have done. Do you see what I see here? Because speaking of shadow figures, there's another picture coming from Edwards Mansion, Redlands, California, from JFCJTS on Reddit. I'm sorry. These pictures are very eerie. It's just the pictures, but they are very eerie in themselves. I wanted to show them on my channel. Shuffling in the stairs at 1 a.m., Marshall on TikTok had a couple encounters in the basement of his home. He starts just hearing knocking or shuffling at the basement door. Goes up to the door then to investigate. He hears the knocking. It stops when he starts walking up to the door. As soon as he gets to the door, though, it starts going really, really hard. And then he opens it and there's nothing there.
I said there ain't nothing there.
That is the scariest thing. I've had that happen to me. In fact, not the same thing where it was like knocking, but I went up to the basement door and I went to grab the handle and it shook super, super hard right before I could grab it. It was the scariest thing ever. But tell me what you think in the comments. What does this kind of thing? What do you think it is?
Account in which he says that he just got back inside from helping his daughter board the school bus in the morning, when he entered his house and heard some strange noises coming from somewhere inside, despite the fact that he's supposed to be home alone. Almost as soon as he says this, the noise in question can be heard pretty well, which is coming from the basement stairs. Have a listen and see what you think about the eerie noise.
I was putting my daughter on the bus, and I came in, nobody else is here, and I'm hearing something on our basement stair. There, right there. I'm gonna check it out. Stop. Hello?
As you just heard, there is obviously someone or something inside of Marshall's house that's causing the sounds to be made. But as for what exactly, nobody's really sure, which is quite creepy to say the least. In a second video that was posted, Marshall can be seen reacting to the sounds that are coming from the basement stairway once again, but this time something rather interesting happens.
Of course it stops as soon as I'm here. Hello? Hello?
As soon as Marshall gets near the basement door, the knocking noises immediately stop, almost as if whoever or whatever is making the noise knows that Marshall is nearby and doesn't want to get caught. Marshall also mentioned in the description of one of his videos that he lives near an old cemetery and believes that maybe the house is haunted by one of the deceased, which is certainly a good theory. What do you guys think is going on inside of Marshall's?
BV1150 from TikTok. While home alone, he hears these noises right outside of his bedroom. Before he has to slam the door, though, he sees this very creepy apparition. I mean, this is the type of apparition that would send me out the door. I'd be gone. Nope, not doing it. From Mind Junkie on YouTube. He's a great YouTuber. Check him out. He's got great content. I don't know if it's he or she. Honestly, I shouldn't say that, but you know what I mean.
BV1150. The user from Texas says that he has been experiencing supernatural activity in the last 2 years. Mysteriously, nothing's in there, but his experiences do not end there. On another night, while home alone, BV1150 begins hearing noises coming from his hallway directly outside his bedroom.
Okay guys, I think this might be the last time.
Did you see it? Here it is again, enhanced. At the opposite end of the hallway, a dark figure stands menacingly before charging towards BV1150, who quickly shuts the door and locks it. But just what the fuck is this?
This video is a lurker in the woods. He's putting stuff in his trunk one day. Doesn't notice it. It looks like this person is naked, walking towards him in the woods. Then they bend over and disappear. He doesn't realize it the entire time. And this is caught on his home security cameras. That's just nuts. I would be scared. Who the hell would be in the woods naked other than the S-Walker? You know? Oh, I digress.
Truly unnerving. Someone or something seems to walk through the woods towards Ryan, then bend over and just kind of disappear into thin air. Ryan says that he didn't see or hear anyone at the time, and after viewing the footage, the family is concerned that a stranger might have been trespassing on their land. But obviously they can't explain.
Kieran's jump scare on YouTube. He hears loud, disturbing, very awful knocking on the windows in his bedroom. But when he goes to look, what do you think? Nothing's there. All he sees then is an ominous shadow. Shadow figures are very common You'll see them at the corner of your eye. You'll see them everywhere. The point of it is they don't want you to necessarily see them directly. They just want you to know they're there, type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Settling noise.
Me están golpeando la puerta desde hoy. Pero no logro ver para afuera porque está todo oscuro. Pero quiero grabarlo. No hay nadie. Realmente no hay nadie. O sea, no. Yo veo desde acá, pero no logro captarlo con la cámara. Quiero grabar porque voy a salir. No hay nadie. Si eso es la concha de su madre. Si le puedo dar zoom, lo alto que es. No tiene forma, es una sombra altísima.
Gathering his courage, he opens the door to investigate, but finds no one there. Just as he's about to dismiss it as a trick of his mind, he notices a tall, dark shadow standing ominously in the corner. The figure's presence sends chills down his spine, leaving him frozen in fear as the realization sets in that he...
After a long night, she decides to stay in a motel, and she's just looking out her window. Then she notices something kind of weird, so she gets her phone and turns on the camera and watches as this dark figure across the way in the same motel, dark figure walks back and forth in front of his window or her window, slams the curtains shut, reopens them, and then peers out as if he's staring directly at her. So she gets kind of creeped out, which anybody would, and goes over to the room. No one answers the door. So she decides then to go down to the receptionist and ask, because she obviously really, really disturbed her. And she asked her who that could be or why they would be doing that. Could you tell them to stop, type thing, even though it's really not something that, anyway. So the receptionist says that that room has actually been vacant for a very long time. So what do you think that figure was? What could that be? Looks to me like alien-like. It's creepy as hell.
Published a chilling video where a woman after a long trip decided to spend the night in a hotel. Late at night, she noticed something strange in one of the windows and decided to record it. And this is what she captured. We see a dark figure moving from one side to the other constantly, opening and closing the curtains repeatedly.
Bossy knew there was something there. Bossy is a dog, in fact, just so you know. But this woman decided to record herself at night because she was hearing like knocking and stuff like that and seeing things, and she just thought, let me record and see what I find. Okay. Now, for a bit of context, Bossy is a very calm dog. He doesn't get riled up very easily. With that being said, she said that when in this video, he does get riled up at an orb that comes and flies around him, and he actually growls and barks. And she said for him to do that, is very, very rare. So whatever he saw, what could it be? Obviously not good. Tell me in the comments what you might think.
Right. Mama Owl Paranormal posted a video showing odd happenings during her sleep. For several nights now, mysterious glowing balls have appeared, and each time, Basie either growls or barks. This is strange because Basie only reacts like this when truly disturbed. Recently, Basie and her owner moved to a new place. While the exact reason isn't given, it's likely they wanted to leave behind the weird occurrences. Moving away can help, but some folks say spooky things follow them even after they relocate. What will happen next? Only time will tell.
So this next video was recorded for educational purposes only by the utility company, and they were trying to teach the community and children about things that you shouldn't flush down the toilet and what they actually do when you do flush them down the toilet, right? They feed a camera down a toilet and kind of are going through the plumbing, and they come across something laying there, and they don't think nothing of it at first until it raises a tiny little hand up towards the camera, and that's when they pulled back the camera and they started to investigate what in the world could that have been.
This is by the Athens, Georgia Public Utilities Department. The clips were actually filmed as an educational video for kids to show children what you can and can't flush down a toilet. The footage shows a robotic camera being guided through a long sewer system. Everything appears normal until the camera approaches something very strange in the dark water. Something that almost looks like a small headless pale torso appears to be disturbed by the camera, and a creepy looking hand seems to reach out and attempt to grab at the lens. Now, I have no idea what this is, and neither does anyone at the Athens Public Utilities Department. They claim the footage is still under investigation. So for now, this eerie figure is a complete and
Ghost of Carmel, Maine. Have you ever seen these videos of the Ghost of Carmel, Maine? They've actually been out for quite a while. But to set context in my videos on my channel, I just wanted to mention them. So if you've seen it, go ahead and fast forward through. I understand. But like I said, I wanted to set some context so that it could be referred to again in future videos. If there is any more coming out from Carmel, Maine, I don't know if he ended up stopping what was going on at his home. But to tell the story, if you haven't heard of Carmel, Maine, I'm sure they say his name which is a mimic. He has seen very large apparitions in his bedroom, which he has on camera here, which I'm going to show you. And it only keeps getting worse and worse for him. And his wife even gave him an ultimatum that if he couldn't get it to stop, she was going to leave him, which I think is rather rude.
How rude!
Girl, there are way worse things out there going on in marriages. Why would you do that to this poor man? So what I want to know. Okay. And if you're going to give a fucking ultimatum like that, you can go. I don't need your hand. Shit. No, we're not doing it. No.
It says that he began to experience strange occurrences after moving into his house in Carmel, Maine. He says that he began to hear odd noises in the middle of the night and see strange apparitions all around his home.
Another thing that's going on non-stop is they say my name. I mean, constantly they're saying my name. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if they don't say my name right now.
After doing some investigation, he found that his house had once been owned by an undertaker, and that the residence served as a funeral home from the years 1906 to 1919. Kent began to post videos of his strange encounters to his YouTube channel, Ghosts of Carmel, Maine.
I'm uploading a YouTube video now.
In this investigation of his house, an odd voice seems to repeat what Ken is saying.
I think I heard a knock on that door.
The tone of the voice almost sounds like the spirit is mocking Kent, but you be the judge.
I think I heard a knock on that door.
And the story gets even creepier. In this clip, Kent begins to hear strange noises and experiences an odd smell coming from his upstairs bedroom. So he grabs his camera and starts recording.
We're going to do a complete walkthrough. Hope you guys say something or do something. Oh my God! No!
Queen Mary sailed the North Atlantic from 1936 to 1967. I'm sorry. Saw many deaths on its cruise as it went along. Obviously, one of which was even of a girl that had died in their cruise ship pool. She drowned. So go figure. That's awful to drown in the pool on a ship in the ocean. Like, girl, poor baby. Losing a child. Oh, my daughter lost her best friend when she was 9 years old in a horrible car accident on his way to school. And that devastated her to her core. I can't imagine a mother going through the loss of a young child. It just, breaks my heart and soul. Anyways, like, that's why I love these stories, or I love, like, true crime. Because I really, really feel for it. See? When they went in to investigate by the pool, they heard, "Get out. Help us." So, I mean, how can they help you, though, if you want them to get out? Just saying, be logical. But it's very, very creepy. And then they go and walk through the changing area of the pool, and they come across two eyes staring at them out of one of the stalls. But again, they didn't realize it until they were looking at the footage at home. Again, very, very creepy, very scary. Eyes watching you. Eyes watching you. Just in the stall, you're walking through minding your business, and it's just watching you. That's creepy as fuck.
Historic RMS Queen Mary. The RMS Queen Mary sailed the North Atlantic Ocean from 1936 to 1967, serving as both a cruise ship and even an Allied troop ship during World War II. The ship has seen its fair share of tragic deaths, one of them being that of a little girl who drowned in the ship's swimming pool. Many visitors and employees claim that the ship's swimming pool area is very haunted, and some even say that they've seen the spirits of both women and children dressed in 1930s style swimsuits. While investigating the swimming pool area, Brandon and a fellow investigator both hear something disturbing.
No way, girl. So yeah.
An unknown voice yells out from somewhere nearby. But that's not all that Brandon captured on the RMS Queen Mary. Now, Brandon is completely alone except for one other investigator and a security guard. The pool is empty and is no longer in use, and the area is off limits to all other guests. So what happens next is truly chilling. Did you see it? Someone or something can be seen in one of the swimming pool changing stalls. The chilling figure appears to have glowing eyes as it watches the small group from the shadows. Brandon says that they did not see anything at the time of the recording. So just who or what is lurking in the dark? Let me know what you think.
Portuguese ghost hunter Juan Mendez, great name. In the 4-minute mark, they see something. You can't really tell until they see it again. At the top of the house, right? Okay, the home is abandoned. So they run, but accidentally drop their camera there, and they have to go back again and get the camera. And there's also, mind you, no wind, but the door is slamming. So what do you think this could be? What do you think they're going through right now? Is this like a djinn, maybe? I don't know.
Number 4. This video was captured by a Portuguese ghost hunter named Juan Mendez. In this video, Juan Mendez goes to a haunted and abandoned house near an old cemetery and captures an unknown figure in his video who looks like a little girl's soul. The first glimpse of that figure comes after about 4 minutes.
Olha lá a placa do carro. Ai, Julião! Meu Deus do céu! Ai! Ai!
A short while after this scene, the same spirit appears again, standing on the upper floor of their house.
Nossa, aqui embaixo tá gelado. Ai! Ai! Meu Deus do céu!
And shows them standing at the place where the attack was visible. It was impossible to go there because all the roads going up to that house had been closed due to the broken condition of the house. So if it was a human, then without making noise, how did it reach that impossible place? Although the matter does not end here, something is also captured in their camera again.
Mano, a presença dela tá forte aqui, Luan. Você não tá entendendo, mano. Ai!
You can also see that the door of that house is moving automatically, whereas that night the wind was not at all.
A porta aí, ó. Ai! Ah! Meu Deus!
So why was all this happening in that house? And can that girl's figure be a soul?
This young man is playing with his VR. That sounds creepy. Like his virtual reality game. Okay. He removes it because he feels a hard tug on the back of his shirt, and you can see it. So it's like he obviously knows something pulled on his shirt. It wasn't like I bumped into something or whatever. You ultimately know that was someone pulling on your shirt. So he rips off the VR and starts calling for his mom. She's not hearing him, and then all of a sudden the hallway lights start to flicker. And they show like a clip of the mother with the headphones on. So obviously she wasn't hearing him, but Mom, take one and move it to the side so you can hear your son. He shouldn't have to be yelling for you like that. My goodness, poor kid.
Mom! What were you doing, Mom? Mom! Mom!
When the boy removes his VR headset, we can see his shirt being lifted, as if someone is pulling on it. He stays in the room, panicked, calling out for his mom again. But just a moment later, he notices the hallway light flickering. Finally, now
These two were spending time together watching a movie, and they decided to do a TikTok, but at the end of the TikTok, all of a sudden, a face appears above her husband. Creepy as hell, like right directly above him. Now, I don't know, they thought they were alone, but apparently they were not. Okay, like they didn't even know that thing was there until they looked at the footage. How creepy. Once again, you're looking back at footage and
thinking about life. They are lying on the bed, and in an instant, as this short video ends, the following happens.
Damn, are you checking yourself out?
Come on.
Cock?
A creepy head is visible in the upper right corner of the screen, right in front of the author.
this TikTok shows a really creepy humanoid. Very, very creepy humanoid, okay? It's a creature out of the woods behind the backyard and drinking out of the pool. What the hell drinks out of a pool? I don't understand. Disgusting.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
But yeah, it lurked out of the woods and it just like, it gave me like the willies. Like, some of these videos are so hard to watch alone. Are you enjoying it? This one has cracked me up because of the fact that she says, oh, it'll open the door for me. And then all of a sudden it opens the door for her like she requested. And she starts freaking out right away, which I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, she's so terrified. You have to see her go through this because I believe that the lore to the story is that she was actually cleaning for this woman or whatever and was in the home doing that. I don't know if they were on vacation, what the case was. She was in the home cleaning apparently, and this entity started to mess with her. That's the story that I've heard. I'm not sure. Don't quote me completely, okay?
Sometimes it opens the door for you. Emma, if you're in there, can you open my door, please? Okay. Fuck that, I'm off to the top of the stairs. Fuck it. Come on, Kelly, you've been in here 1,000 fucking times. Alright, just leave me alone for 5 till I get downstairs, please. Just leave me alone. Somebody's just said something to me. Who's on? Oh, I'm gonna shit myself. What? Right, I'm coming out, wherever you are. This isn't funny no more. This is not funny. Fuck off. Right, I've just shut door. Bed, I'm gonna sit on the fucker. I daren't move. Oh, someone's just stopped on that cupboard. Jesus Christ. I'm sat here, I am shitting it.
While ghost hunting in this cemetery, watch the wooded area behind the cemetery though. You see a black figure sort of lurking back and forth. And I believe that that might be the Grim Reaper. I mean, I do believe that, something comes to you and takes you through. And, what better place to hang out than the cemetery for him while he's waiting for his next call? You guys.
Spirit box session in a cemetery. YouTuber Misguided Road Trips captures something completely unexpected. Watch the trees in the background.
Do you not want to talk with me?
A black figure clearly moves through the trees at a distance, right after the spirits say, "You have company." Many in the comments say the figure is wearing a long black hooded cloak. Could it be the Grim Reaper himself? Depicted as a skeletal figure cloaked in a dark hooded robe, carrying a large scythe, the Grim Reaper's origins can be traced back to numerous cultural depictions of death and the personification of mortality. The concept of death as a sentient force predates the Grim Reaper. Ancient cultures had their own death deities. For the Greeks, it was Thanatos, a winged creature representing peaceful death. Early depictions were not always dark and evil. They simply represented the inevitability of death. The Grim Reaper of today began to take shape during
What in the world could this be? It's a video of construction site, and this guy hears noises, so he takes out his phone and he's like trying to find where the noise is coming from. Kind of creeped out, but he's got some support. Other dudes are there to help him out. He ends up seeing something out of the corner of his eye, a shadow person. Like I said, they always appear there. He looks back, nothing's there. Then when he turns, it's back again. So he goes around to see if it's there, and it only pops in and out. Because like I said, they want you to know that they're there, but they don't want you to quite directly make contact, if that makes sense.
Hello? I'm not going up there. Definitely not going back there. Oh wow, it is really cold right here. What was that? I don't think it's happy we're here. I don't know. Oh, holy. Dude, there's...
Bonus. We gotta do the song. So don't start. Bonus video. Bonus video. We got a bonus video. We'll do it ASMR style. A bonus video. Okay, I got carried away again. Damn it. Home security camera footage captured in the middle of the night. It appears to be a naked and very creepy thin creature crawling on her back porch. But thankfully, she walked away and didn't quite notice that it was there. Oh, that poor girl. But it very much depicts a S-Walker.
No! No! No!
What do you think it is?
This bone-chilling footage was captured by a family that lives in a remote area. They have various security cameras mounted around their property, and on this night they would capture an otherworldly intruder on their front camera by their porch. The deeply unsettling footage highlighted on May 23, 2024 shows a pale, skinny, humanoid creature slowly crawling along the grass. Taking a look at the arms, they're unnaturally skinny, too skinny to be the arms of a human. And the rest of its body seems very skinny as well. The skinniness paired with the paleness shows us this is something unknown. But it does have hair on its head, confusing the homeowners and viewers even more. The footage was also reportedly taken very late at night. What kind of human would crawl around a stranger's yard with no clothes on in the middle of the night? They would be completely risking their lives. All of this being said is exactly why most are believing this was a skinwalker. An evil, shape-shifting spirit attempting to disguise itself as a human. If you don't already know, a telltale sign of skinwalkers are off-putting looking animals or humans behaving in a strange manner. Because skinwalkers are shape-shifting spirits and not humans at all, when they try to mimic humans, they don't exactly know how to act or look, giving off an awkward and just downright off-putting appearance. Could this be exactly what's happening here? All we know is the being is definitely not human.
But this brings us to the end of the video. I thank you for watching. I hope that I've earned your subscription and like on this video. If so, please do, and thank you. It's free, and it does help me out so much. I love you guys with all my heart. I love doing these videos. Please keep coming back for more. And the next video, I will give you an insight view of what the next video is going to be like here. We're going to do a Random Nautica, creepy Random Nautica videos. There's some really good ones out there. So we're going to talk about it next video. Love you guys. Talk to you next time. Don't be an asshole. And fuck James Charles. Love you.
It's caught in the crossfire.